Welcome everybody. Welcome to the Sigma Prepper live show. The live show for preppers with your host, Andy, with the Sigma Prepper. Thank you so very much, each and every one of you, for being with me tonight. I really appreciate it. This is the first prototype launch of the first official Sigma Prepper live show, which is your unmissable weekly live show to do with prepping, survival, and everything like that. And on the Thursday, we have party mode. So we're going to be keeping it kind of jamming. And just to let you know, for those that are new here, I started building this brand as a entirely new entity on April the 1st, where I came up with a name, Sigma Prepper, more on that as we go. And for the last 2 months at least, I've spent solidly building this live show. That's every single graphic, every animation, all the music production. And people said to me on my last live show that I wouldn't be able to outdo my intro music. I hope you like the theme. That is the official Sigma Prepper theme. I spent 2 weeks just coming up with the audio music for that. So I've got so much to share with you. It is not even funny. Talking of what to share with you, let's just have a quick see who's sharing with us tonight, because it is absolutely ram-packed in the chat. We've got Wiggle in the house. Let's go. There's Purple Flurple. Great to see you, my darling. There's Asmaria, absolute babe. Carolyn Rose from Australia. Lovely to see you. TD Monkey Pickle. You see, you're going to see quite a few VIP names coming up. We'll see in a minute. Ansett Girl as well from Australia. Lovely to see you, my darling. Robert McNamara coming in from America. So lovely to have your American friends with us tonight, which makes up a good portion. Pedigree Mungle in the house. Urban Harvesting from Australia as well. Great to see you. I'm not sure where Wiggle's from. Let us know where you're from, Wiggle, but you are welcome. Get your slippers on. Get your pipe out, sit in the, get your sat down, pull up a chair, and we'll all welcome you in. Daily Survival in the house. There's me, Sigma Prepper. Noelle Marie, what a babe, all the way from New York State. Let me know where you're at today, whether you're in your country house. Magic Hand, the one and only. Thank you, my darling, for being you. Danger Bob, I hope everybody's kneeling before. Or Connie Richards, what an absolute darling. Hi Andy, looks amazing, sounds excellent. Thank you very much, really appreciate it. I do hope you've hit the like button already. If you haven't, it's just rude not to at this point. And so who else we got in the house? Let's have a look. Extreme Focus, there he is. Great to have you with us, Extreme Focus, one of our ultra VIPs. Great to have you with us. So what have we got in store for you tonight? Well, let's check it out then with the agenda coming up tonight for the Sigma Prepper live show. Going live at 11 p.m. UK time. We're going live at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And Purple Flurple's already wanting to be in the camper van. Definitely the camper van and the fire. So we'll be switching out the location each week, and it will be exciting fun to be going different places with all my wonderful wolf pack. So check it out then. What we got? The live show for preppers. What we got going on tonight then? So welcome and intro, and we've kind of just done that. How are we doing for time? 6 minutes past 11. Not too bad. So what we got? Sigma Mindset Quotes. Obviously, give an introduction to, those that know me know I'm really into my quotes. And so this is something we can do more of here with a Sigma Prepper. Sigma Mindset is all about self-development, self-reliance and stuff like that. Perfect for prepping. And then we've got SHTF Intel Report. Got some bad news to report tonight, I'm afraid, but we'll get into that. We've got a special feature in Tia as well, our tactical intelligence assistant. She'll be joining us tonight. And of course, we've got a Sigma Prepper quiz coming up after that, which is going to be absolutely epic. Seven survival preparedness questions, just to get your brain's juices rocking. And we'll see how well you do with that. Just 7 and multiple choice questions, and we'll be declaring a winner tonight. And if you get 7 out of 7, you'll even get yourself the Ultimate Prepper Award on our Discord server. Links in the description below. Preppers Progress after that, where we'll be celebrating your progress and some of the preps that you've been up to. We haven't had much time to put that together, just a few of the VIPs behind the scenes, my Patreon VIPs, so thank you for sending your progress in. Just a couple of pictures to get us started, but weekly you'll see how that'll work. We've got something else coming up after Preppers Progress, but we'll keep that a secret and a surprise until then for our crew. And then we've got the end, but it's not the end, because that's actually our VIP after party in a Discord. So hopefully if you are one of our VIP members, part of the VIP Discord crew, Patreon crew, then you'll be able to join us with the behind the scenes. But we might make it just a public one tonight. for everybody, since it's the first show, and we're welcoming people in. So that's what we've got in store tonight for you for the Sigma Prepper live show. I hope you're liking it so far. Yes, purple flurple, yes, is the answer to that question. I don't know if I can say it publicly, but so in terms of talking about wonderful people who are supporting us, what can I say? For those that are new here, I have 0 sponsors. I've got no networks, no paid adverts, no monetization, no external funding, no affiliates or partners, which is good because it means that I'm not swayed by anything and I'm completely impartial, which is cool. But it means that I'm on my knees when it comes to sheets. But you know what? It's okay because there's loads of ways you can help. Check it out. SigmaPrepper.com, donate, all links in the description. Streamlabs.com/SigmaPrepper. If you go there, even though the channel's not monetized yet, you can, it's a long journey. Even though we're not monetized yet, you can go to streamlabs.com/SigmaPrepper. You can do super chats there directly and all the way through to the Patreon as well, patreon.com/SigmaPrepper. Great way to help. Free gifts. Let us know if you've got your free mug and free stickers as part of our Patreon crew. V.I.P is a great way as well, showing you behind the scenes. I'm going to be doing a video over the next few days showing how I've put this entire show together, how I built it bit by bit, and what the principles are behind it and what the plan is going forwards. And these are the people who I have to thank for keeping us live, because I tell you what, if it hadn't been for you guys, my phone would have been cut off last week. It is really that bad. I've been on fumes building this thing, so thank you so much to those of you up there. And Connie in the elite crew and Extreme Focus in the ultra crew, looking a bit lonely up there, so let's see if we can cram this out tonight and get it rocking. Links in the description, don't forget, so you can help in the only way you can. If nothing else, just hit the like button, share it on your social media so we can get more people to help themselves, getting prepared and getting themselves the sort of survival gear that they need to see themselves through what we've got coming up. What we've got coming up, Daddy? Let's go and check it out, because we've got the SHTF Intel coming up next, so let's get into it. I hope everybody's liking it. In the chat, as you see, he's gonna go and try the streamlabs.com/Sigma Prepper, which you can do. Theoretically, we don't know. It's a complete unknown entity. Like I say, this is a prototype, so we'll see how it rocks, won't we? So what we'll do then, coming up, Connie Rich is so happy to be a part of the pack, and I'm so happy for you to be part of the pack as well. My beautiful Mo and my beautiful dad as well. I love you. Great to have you with us. And so yeah, lovely. Thank you for all your support, everyone. I really appreciate everything you've done. So what have we got rocking then? So let's get into, because of course, referring back to my agenda, because you know, I've got so much going on in there. Bear with me, I don't even know myself. Sigma Mindset Quotes, isn't it? So should we get into that, Andy? Yeah, let's get into that. So Sigma Mindset Quotes, shall we do it? Let's. So you'll see what this is all about. Let's get into some Sigma Mindset Quotes then, and we can see what kind of inspiration we've got in store for you tonight with the quotes. Yes, indeed. Sigma Mindset, all about the Sigma Mindset of personalities focus on personal development, self-reliance and skill set building. Sigma types, which is in comparison to like an alpha type personality or a beta type personality and so on. Sigmas are slightly different, whereas they don't really see themselves as being part of a group or see themselves being ruled by anyone, to sort of like do their own thing and be self-sufficient. So that's the idea of a Sigma. And they prefer to operate independently from the herd. Hence the tagline, reject the herd, prepare the pack. So we've got some quotes that we've had sent in by me, shared by, as you can see out the top there, Sigma Prepper, right? And so the idea with this, you see, is you'll be able to send in your quotes each week, right? Your own personal favourite quotes, and we'll be able to share them amongst millions of people around the world. At the moment, probably a couple of hundred, but ultimately, millions of people around the world, and they'll be able to share your favourite quotes. So I've put some of my favourite ones together just to get things rocking and started this week, to give you an idea of the sorts of things that I find inspirational or I connect with, right? So the first one I've got for you then is, worry doesn't take away tomorrow's troubles, it takes away today's peace. Worry doesn't take away tomorrow's troubles. It takes away today's peace. This is Randy Armstrong. And yeah, brilliant quote. Love it. So the next one we got then, a jack of all trades, master of none, but always better than a master of one. William Shakespeare. So yeah, this is definitely one I connect with. These are all just my personal ones. Of course, I expect to see different ones as you send yours in to quotes@sigmaprepper.com. Links in the description as well to the email addresses that you can use to interact with the show. Those that aren't live and want to send in for next week. So yeah, jack of all trades, master of none, but always better than a master of one. I'm kind of like, I like to think of myself as a master of all trades. Those that know me will know I am officially a polymath and autodidact. So I am well placed, but as a prototype and engineer and other things that I've done in the past and sort of executive business roles, it's quite a diverse mix. And a lot of the time, you see, people suffer from the credibility where people just don't believe that you can be good at a lot of stuff, right? And that's partly what a Sigma is all about. It's about just developing themselves, self-development every single day, yeah? I'm highly, highly competitive, but I'm only competitive with one person, and that's me. The yesterday's version of myself is who I'm competing with on a daily basis, right? I don't care what anyone else is doing. That's what a Sigma is all about, right? So, everyone is brilliant. Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. What a classic quote from Mike Tyson. Cheers to Mike Tyson. Cheers to all you. He's not feeling too well at the moment, I've heard. Cheers, my darlings. Thank you so very much for each and every one of you for being with us tonight. It's so lovely to have you as our family and to get this thing rocking nice and calmly until it grows, hopefully. I'm hoping we can get to 100 subscribers, dizzying heights of 100 subscribers by the next show. So that's the plan. See if you can help me do that by sharing it. So next one then, second to last one, the penultimate quote. Knowledge makes a man unfit to be a slave. Knowledge makes man unfit to be a slave. How true is that? How true is that? I'll tell you what, another one I should have in here is one of my favorites actually, which I'll just slip in there in the end, is a Chinese proverb actually. To read 10,000 books, to travel 10,000 miles is to gain more knowledge than to read 10,000 books. To travel 10,000 miles is to gain more knowledge than to read 10,000 books. And when you've traveled around the world, that's one of those types of knowledge, right? That really awakens the mind to the system that this refers to, yeah? And yeah, the minute your eyes are open to other cultures, other places, other legal systems, other government systems, and so on, yeah, your horizons are broadened, what can I say, right? Yes, Sunset Girl, 20 ounce, this is a 20 ounce mug. I will be doing Sigma Prepper mugs, as time goes on. They are in plan, but if you're a patron VIP, then you get a mug anyway sent to you because I'm nice. It's free. It comes out of my money, which was your money, but then my money, but then I gave it back to you in the form of a mug. That's how nice I am. Oh dear. So the last one then for the Sigma Mindset Quotes: he who angers you conquers you. He who angers you conquers you. This is like my son, who's like just turned 14. Happy birthday, my wonderful son. I couldn't imagine having a son that would grow up to be anything as cool as you are. You're the coolest. In fact, you're the coolest male I know, let alone 14-year-old. So just for the record, right? And this is what, he is so cool. He is like as stoic as you can get, right? He's super stoic. And this is what I've said to him growing up. Anytime he's ever got angry with anything, I'm like, don't forget, Xavier, he who angers you conquers you. Right? I don't always say it in that stupid voice. Sometimes I do, just to annoy him. But yeah, he who angers you conquers you. Brilliant one. Brilliant one. And I tell you what, when I feel myself getting a little bit angry, I do go cha-ching, and it's just something in the back of my mind just goes, whoa, cowboy. Yeah? And it's like, I kind of snigger at it, you know, I sort of smile at the fact that, yeah, they're getting angry, so You know, they're getting conquered. So yeah, that is our first 5 Sigma quote, mindset quotes from Sigma Prepper from me. And I'm hoping that you will be able to send in your favorite quotes to quotes@sigmaprepper.com and share your own. That's what this show is all about. The Sigma Prepper live show, the live show for preppers on the Thursday, is more of a party vibe where we can get together as a family and share our knowledge, share our, connect with each other and network and stuff like that, and then move on to the Discord after party as well and talk about some other things that we, not necessarily talk about on YouTube. So this is the kind of idea. I hope it's given you an introduction to what I saw as part of this. And the other thing as well is if you're watching this after it's aired live, then you will be able to put into the comments your own quotes as well. And if I like your comment, I'll pin it to the very top of all the comments and all the comments, right? So if you've got a good comment that you like, I'll pin it to the top, and if I really like it and you're okay with it, maybe we'll show it next week as well. But yeah, quotes@Sigma Prepper is where you want to go, and that's how you get it all hooked up in time for the show. We're going to head back to base camp, so I hope you've enjoyed it. Hit the like button. Back to base camp. With the caravan, with the camper van. I keep doing that. With the camper van and the campfire. So, cheers everybody. I hope you're liking it so far. What are we, 20 minutes in? 20 minutes in. Obviously, I had to guess at all the timing when I put this show together just to get a rough idea of like how I thought it would roll or how long it would run for. But yeah, I hope you're liking it so far. Let us know. Let us know how you're feeling things are going. There's lots of talks about mugs. And I really do want to get some mugs. Wiggle had a great comment there. What was that from Wiggle? Well, people need to know I'm a Sigma when I drink my coffee. Do you know what? This is the thing. I've got this mug here, which is just a normal white cup, which is dog person. Here's a 20-ounce mug. But do you know what? Actually, that's a point. Hey, look, I've got my stickers here. I could just get, these are for the packaging for the hotspots. The ultimate hotspots. What I could do, right? Because these are transparent stickers for the survival gear packaging. So maybe what I could do, we need to have it on that side so it's facing the camera, don't we? So we could have it on there, look. There you go, bingo. Check it out. Yeah? Cheers, everybody. Now I've got a Sigma Prepper mug. Oh, yeah. Yummy. Thank you so much, everyone. But yeah, don't worry. I will get some official mugs rocking. Robert's loving the camper as well. Do you know, it's funny because when I've got about 12 backgrounds that I've produced for this show that I've got sort of done, and I thought maybe we'll go to a different place each week, and we can just change it up. So we'll see. Let us know what you think of the music as well. This is my own custom playlist. A lot of them are my own audio productions as well. Probably about 80% of them are. And talking of that, we've got some Bidnick coming up next, because we're getting into the realms of no, that'll just be the stream quality internet handset girl. But yeah, so we're talking SHTF Intel Report, including, that should be, what an insult, including, it should be featuring Tia. So that's what we've got coming up next. And we'll also have the Tia report. So there's our darling Debbie in the house. She's saying she needs a Sigma mug. Okay, definitely going to be getting the mugs rocking as quick as possible. But I'm very specific. I don't want them to be nasty nonsense, right? They need to be nice quality and tidy, right? And to go along with everything else that I'm trying to build as part of this brand. Talking of which, strongly recommend. I should have led with this really, but it's okay. Let me just familiarize you with this is my website that I finished about maybe a month ago, 2 months ago. I finished this. I say finished, it's never really finished, but yeah, this is all built by me as well. So every single thing you see lich is built, even this 3D stuff, right? So the new website is where you can go. It's got everything on here, right? Latest posts. I'll make sure I add this live show on as the latest post as well each week. And if there's any show notes to be added, I'll add that. You can see this on the homepage, sigmaprepper.com. This is, you see the link to Discord there? So you'll be able to join our community there. And you've seen this on the quotes, right? It just gives you an overview. And of course the ways to support me and stuff like that down there as well. But one of the things I wanted to go to is the survival gear here. Because there's some free stuff on here. So you might as well go and download the free stuff, innit? Might as well. So this is survival gear. sigmaprepper.com/survival-gear. And it's all my own stuff, right? So it's not like reselling. It's basically all my own stuff. So you've got a virus prediction tool, 100% free, completely open source in Excel. That's free for you to download. Got a preparedness pack that's going to be coming soon. I'm working on that now. This show is finished. I say finished. This show is nearly finished. Being built, I mean. And then we've got the survival mega pack, which will be coming after that. But we've got the survival hotspot. They're already available, where you could use a Raspberry Pi as a hotspot, and you get access to 256 gigabyte of data offline in the event of a grid down scenario, no internet. You'll still have Wikipedia, SAS survival books, and 60,000 other books, and 160 Canadian prepper videos as well. Might as well load that page up while we're here. Yeah, so the survival hotspot looks like this if you've got a Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pi 0, Raspberry Pi 3, Raspberry Pi 4, anything like that. Yeah, shove your SD card in there. And yes, I did all the 3D graphics as well, the packaging. This is actually this. This is, you see. Oh, let's get it the right way around. There we go. So that's that. And yeah, so get yourself over there. That's on the survival gear page. And the other thing as well, yeah, basically get yourself hooked up on social media is the other thing I want to say. Because I haven't really got. Oh, we've got some whoosh, Danger Bob action. Look, check it out. $5 donation from Danger Bob. Can't believe I missed that. I'm sorry, my darling. But yeah, I can see it there. Thank you so much, Danger Bob. I really appreciate that. Wow. That's what's this one? Sigma Prepper coffee cup will be a multi-tool and be gasoline powered. I'm starting the rumour. Brilliant. Thank you so much for your donation, Danger Bob. You're such an absolute asset to the channel, and really love you, Mr. Bob. Thank you so very much for being you. Right, so should we thank you very much, my darling answer girl. You've got a hotspot, haven't you? Yeah, there's a few of you who've got the hotspots, and everyone's been super happy. And so yeah, I really appreciate those that have helped me get this far. So, and yeah, that's ended up working out really good. So what we got next then? SHTF Intel. Should we get into it, Andy? Yeah, I reckon we should. SHTF Intel then that's what we got coming up with a global analysis report. SHTF Intel 2022. This is how we do. Welcome, SHTF Intel 2022 with your host Sigma Prepper. SHTF Intel today. So the sort of prepping news today, survival news and stuff like that is what this is all about. I hope you like the intro sequence to the SHTF Intel. I spent probably 3 weeks making that. Oh well, anyway, I've spent like 2 weeks I think just doing the audio production for it, but never mind. Anyway, and you've got unique I've come up with this new playlist as well, and there's a lot of custom audio production in the music playlist for this segment, which is also the same as the music for the survival scenarios live show, which is going to be coming up during the week on a different day. So more on that. Make sure you stay subscribed and you'll see. But that's going to be a dedicated show going into SHTF scenarios, survival scenarios, and we'll have a set topic each night to talk about and get into real detail, real depth, whether it's off-grid power systems, ham radio in SHTF, water purification tactics, food storage and things like this, right? So we'll be talking about that at great length as a dedicated show, and of course that's separate from the Sigma Prepper live show, which is more the party mode stuff, right? But as part of this main show, we like to have the SHTF Intel, so we can give you an update of what's been going on in the world. And again, you can head over to the Sigma Prepper website, and you'll see the SHTF Intel link, which will take you here, and you can get an update basically at any time, and you'll see here the global threat analysis, which we'll take a look at in more detail in a minute, is the plan for that. So what you can do at any point in time, but we're gonna roughly go through this list here and have a quick look, and we'll see how we're doing for time. It doesn't look too bad, but we are cutting it, so we're gonna have to steam in. Hope everybody's all right. Definitely goosebumps, says Wiggle. I like it. It's so awesome, brilliant. Away for a puff back soon. Don't miss it. Alert, take head and listen. Yeah, you can see I was inspired with both the music playlist that I built and the intro sequence to the SHTF Intel was heavily inspired by The Purge, as you probably noticed, right? That sound effect there is from The Purge as well. I just cut a bit out of it. So let's get into it then. I think what we're going to do is we'll start off with Tactical Intelligence Assistant Tia, our in-house AI assistant, who's going to be doing her global analysis for September. For those who didn't see that before, she's got a slightly updated version for you for today. And then when we come back from that, we'll get into some of the things I've got set up with the news stories, and we'll go through what's hitting the fan with some sort of sad news as well to report to you as well. So stay tuned for that, and in the meantime, let's hear from Tia. Don't go anywhere. Let's see what she's got to say. It's very important.
Quantum phase initiation sequence. Welcome to the Sigma Prepper Artificial Intelligence Report for Thursday, the 8th of September, 2022. Scanning global intelligence sources. Analysis complete. The following primary threat has been detected. Global totalitarianism. Analysis. The globalist elites continue their plans to centralize all farming and food supply operations. Further tyrannical control measures are implemented in the name of saving the planet. ESG, environmental, social and governance ratings, implemented by the Central Powers, result in an unprecedented number of farms and small businesses being forced to close. Outcome prediction. Complete destruction and takeover of small to medium businesses. Civilians are increasingly manipulated into a state of desperation, confusion, and fear. Preventative measures. Supplementary caution. Compliance is futile. One cannot comply their way out of a tyranny. Sustained mass non-compliance remains the optimal, non-violent solution. Expected countermeasures. The social media giants continued the silencing of all dissenting voices across mainstream digital platforms. Social cohesion is systematically attacked through propaganda, misinformation, and highly sophisticated division tactics. Digital ID systems, along with inflation, will be used to enforce heavy-handed government control measures. Primary threat conclusion. Risk of mass civil unrest and violent protests remains at inevitable. Secondary threat warnings. 1. Food shortages. Alert level remains at inevitable for all countries. 2. Fuel and energy shortages. Alert level increased to critical for all countries. 3. Riots and civil unrest. Alert level remains at inevitable for multiple Western countries. 4. Blackouts and grid down scenarios. Alert level increased to warning for multiple Western countries. 5. Economic collapse. Alert level remains at inevitable for all countries. My hypothesis of the most logical and plausible SHTF scenarios. Mass failure of businesses caused by unaffordable energy prices, imminent. Economic collapse, inevitable. Food supply chain, collapse imminent. Mass protests and civil unrest, risk imminent. Global conflict due to Thucydides' trap, highly probable. Extreme caution ahead. Final recommendation. Prepare now with sigmaprepper.com. Reject the herd, prepare the pack.
Good advice, Tia. Prepare with Sigma Prepper. Wow. So that was Tia giving a global analysis report for the state of affairs for September 2022. And I tell you what, there's not an awful lot I can disagree with her, as I'm sure you'll agree. And so interestingly, the SHTF Intel report on the website, sigmaprepper.com/SHTF-Intel, is a reflection of what she talks about. So if you want to hear that again, there's this version here where she's connecting the dots. Last updated was today though, and so these are in order of the global threat analysis in terms of the following threat analysis chart is based on extensive SHTF Intel reports gathered from around the world. And so it puts it in order of what are the biggest threats, because there's too many people waste too much time talking about things that are never going to happen. And so I thought what's best to do is to put it into some sort of intelligent order with a bit of critical thinking about what is most likely to cause us a problem and what is not. And the things down the bottom here, which are some of them a bit of a joke, you know, like UFO alien invasion, right? Clearly, 1% chance. I'd never like to say 0% chance of anything, right? Meteorite impact, pole shift, stuff like this. The pole shift is having an effect on our magnetosphere, which is our protective layer from cosmic rays and X-rays and things like that coming in from the solar wind, admittedly. And some of the stuff coming in as a result of that, and it heats up the silica layer under the magma because of those cosmic rays penetrating the Earth's crust. So as a result, the effects of pole shift, but an actual pole flip, right, is not going to happen. Zombie apocalypse, again, you see, there's no point, as it says here, less than 10%, extremely unlikely, waste of time talking about, right? And so the idea of this is so we can optimize our time, be a little bit more effective with what we're sort of focusing on, and what's the things that are going to catch us out first. This number one we can't do much about. They're going to do what they're going to do. We know how they do, right? So that's just how it is. So food shortages, of course, this is, 2 years of supply chain disruptions, mysterious food warehouse fires, failed crops and fertilizer shortages spell inevitable food shortages. Absolutely right. So, we've had things like rails, trains derailing with fertilizer on board. We've had incentives by governments to encourage farmers to give up farmland for wild growth and to be incentivized financially to retire early. We've got other situations with, like in Netherlands, where of course they're with things like as Tia mentioned there, with the environment, it's sustainable goals basically, encouraging farms to stop their operations by 50%, and then a further 50% 6 months later. It's just not going to happen. So riots and civil unrest is basically just the cause and effect, right? That's just the effect of of those first two is going to result in that anyway, right? As they say, you're only 3 meals away from anarchy, basically, right? Once people have been without 3 meals, there's nothing left to do but get on the streets, right? So that's what this is about. And of course, economic collapse, that could happen either way around, but as it says here, global debt stands at 72 trillion. I mean, that's not including unfunded liabilities and stuff like that, which is probably like more than 200 trillion on its own. high unemployment, rocketing prices with the inflation stuff, it speaks for itself, doesn't it? So this is the way it breaks it down. You can go there anytime and it will be updated as and when during the week. So it's definitely worth going to check out. And of course, while you're there, might as well go and check out the survival gear and get yourself hooked up with things like the social media as well. Definitely worth doing. So that's what the general idea of the SHTF Intel reports are. But what we're going to do is we're just going to go through this list here quickly and just have a little brief, have a little butchers what's going on. As I said to you earlier, I did warn you, we do have some bad news that's being reported. I'm sure a lot of you have probably heard, but Queen Elizabeth II, she has passed away, as was suspected, as was being talked about for some time. So it's finally now in the mainstream. So yeah, you know, lots of people have differing views, but you know, whatever it is, she's had a great life. She's done a lot of good, and my mother has an OBE. And my father-in-law has an MBE, and my uncle, or as in Stephen Hawking, who was my uncle, who isn't anymore, and he was knighted, I believe. So yeah, a lot of my family have met the Queen, let's put it that way. It's funny because when Americans come to, you know, when talking to you, they say, "Oh, have you met the Queen?" They think you've met the Queen. And if you go to Asia, most people, the only thing people talk about in Asia is football teams, of which I don't know too much about. But yeah, bless her cotton socks. Sorry to say, the long reign of Queen Elizabeth II was marked by her strong cause, her strong sense of duty, and her determination to dedicate her life to her throne and to her people. She became for many the one constant point in a rapidly changing world. As British influence declined, society changed beyond recognition, and the role of the monarchy itself came into question. So, yes, this goes on. You can read the full report here, but, you know, she's had some health issues for some time. You know, she's 96, so she's had a pretty good innings, let's face it. Can't complain in that respect. And as I say, she's done an awful lot around the world over that time. So we're just going to check in quickly here on biometric update, just to see what's going on with the digital ID systems, which there seems to be a lot of things going on this week. But none of it seems to be on. This is the mainstream press for the industry professionals of biometrics. And so I like to have a look on the most read this week, and you get an idea of some of the industry news that's going on. This face biometrics providers considering expansion and tough questions report here that I wanted to have a quick look at. Biometrics are reaching a crucial point in the adoption curve, with the MasterCard survey showing a Juniper report forecasting that people are ready to use new technologies and convinced of the main value proposition of biometric technology. It's not going anywhere, basically. Yeah. What I've noticed more and more is it's about them coming together collaboratively to come up with protocols that are agreed upon across borders, right? And so this is going to lead the way for sort of trans-border type transactions and travel, where the ID systems are compatible with each country, so that each country can access the data that's held within that biometric ID metadata, if you like, right? So this is what they're trying to do, because there's a lot of businesses that are coming to the industry who are trying to jump on the bandwagon of biometrics. And, you know, when I was doing prototype engineering, I had an awful lot of clients coming to me asking me about what are the most of the questions were, what are the options? Yeah, for security entry systems particularly, it was more like, could I write a report on the options currently available and some of the options that I saw becoming available in the future? I've done that twice for clients, so I know it's something that sometimes they're keeping up with the Joneses, other times they're trying to be the Joneses, you know. But either way, this is what happens, is that business and industry, they just want to capitalize on the new thing. And if the new thing is biometrics, the new thing's biometrics, right? Another one here as well, payment system platform gains support of Australia's. We've got quite a few Australian subscribers, and I love all of you. Major banks for national ID, you see. So the people that say that it's not happening, this is the industry news. They're talking about it all day, every day, everywhere. Yeah, all the main Western countries, there's all 17 of them are trialing. There's about 20 something countries I think have already rolled out the digital ID and operational. So it's not going anywhere. Have a quick look at G-Captain. I noticed there was a story on here. So G-Captain looks at shipping, supply chain crisis, which is in crisis. This is classic here. Greenpeace stops Russian LNG tanker at Swedish ports. Let's have a quick look at this one. Greenpeace stops Russian LNG tanker. This is more woke Bidnit, I guess. Today, Greenpeace blocked the LNG tanker Coral Energy from unloading Russian natural gas at a Finnish state-owned terminal, Gasum. This is off Sweden's east coast, right? So the Environmental Campaigning Network calling on the Swedish government to immediately stop the import of Russian LNG. It's like, wow, when all we got going on with energy prices, with all we've got going on with things with the shortages as well, and the supply disruptions and inflation and just everything. And then this isn't exactly going to help the matter, is it? So I wonder whose instructions they're operating under, because it's certainly not doing any. It's not doing anyone any favours of any importance, let's put it that way, right? So that's the problem with that. So what we'll do is we'll have a quick look at just some environmental climate type news, and we'll get an idea what's been going on. Hurricane K. I noticed there's some volcano activity as well. Let's have a quick look at that. That's on the 8th of September from today. And we've got this one going to reach Bermuda, so we'll have a quick look at that as well. So the weekly volcanic activity report. You had this one here. Where was the big one? Let's have a look. The Sumatra's one to look out for, because don't forget that's what kicked off the Asian tsunami back in the day. Was it the Samoan one? But there's one that's been rocking, but we'll have a better look and we'll see if we can see anything on the earthquake map. And then we've got this swells generated by Hurricane L expected to reach Bermuda and the US East Coast today. So if you're over that way, heads up for you. This is the track of it. It looks like it's going to be quite far off the coast. It looks like it's going to miss by quite some time, quite some way, but you're not even going to be in the green there with a 5%. So looking all right for you guys. So what we'll do then is we'll go down a list then, and we'll have a quick look at the solar flare activity and see what the sun's been up to today. Let's have a look. Let's just jump straight into here, shall we? So yeah, this is Solar Ham. Let's have a quick look on here, because I did do a report a few weeks ago where we had that sort of very nearly X-class flare, a couple of M-class flares as well, and it was getting quite active. But as it turns out now, we'll have a look at the visible Earth visible side. Look, this 3092 looks gnarly, which sunspot right in the middle. That's about Earth facing. It needs to be a little bit more over to the right hand side as you look at it to be perfectly Earth facing, but it is southern equatorial region, which is what it needs to be to face us. And but we'll have a look on the sunspot summary here, and it will let us know if it's something worth worrying about. It's not looking like it. Look, this is the 3092. It's only an alpha class magnetic class. It needs to be alpha, beta, gamma, or alpha, delta, gamma for it to be any trouble. And you can see that's reflected in this flare threat here as a C 5% is the best we got. And C class ain't doing a ting, basically. This 3096 has got more chance of doing some damage. Look, with only a 5% chance of an M class, it's not even worrying about. Where is that one anyway? 96. It's on the way in though. Look on the left hand limb of the sun. Don't forget the sun takes 28 days to rotate, so it's about 13 degrees per day. So sort of 3 days to do 45 degrees, easier to sort of visualize, and you'll get an idea of when this 3096 is going to get here. But I mean, we are in September now, so I'll tell you what I'm keen to do is I want to have a look at the sunspot report over time. Yeah, look at it. It's still tracking way off. Look at it. It's all over the place. Because I haven't looked at this since we've been in September, and we've been tracking right off the average number of sunspots here. Look. The predicted value is 26, and we actually saw 67. So this is like 3 times the level. So however it looks, going away from the graph, believe me, it's worse than it looks when you talk about numbers like this one here. Look, the predicted values of 39, and it was actually 96 were seen and counted. Right, so for those that aren't familiar, 1, 2, 3, 4 sunspots today, right? Now, if you work out what the predicted values are, it's a pretty easy calculation. Look. You can look at September, and we should have 51 for the month, right? So we know there's 30 days in September. Divided by 51 gives you 58 per day. 51 divided by 30 gives you 1.7 sunspots per day, right? Is average. That's what we should see, but it's obviously it's more than 1.7 now, isn't it? And it has been for some time. So this is tracking way off still, and it shows that the next solar cycle 25 is coming much earlier That's my prediction. It's coming earlier. This is what we're seeing. Because check it out. Add remove error bars. If you add 10 and minus 6 months to bring the solar thing here to change the values, look how close we get now with that grey line I've just added on with them bars. Look. Do you see? Let's move it over. So do you see how well that's tracking now? This grey line. This grey line is this predicted values plus 10 and bring it forward 6 months. If you don't do any, it doesn't give you the option, ironically, but I guarantee if that gave you the option to bring it forward 12 months, you wouldn't need to add 10 on. You would be lined straight up. So I rest my claim, however many years ago, that it was going to be a shorter solar cycle, and sure enough, that's what we're seeing. That's exactly what we're seeing. So what's going to come of that, I guess we'll find out as time goes on. But that's my analysis of the sun today. Let's put it that way. So I think what we'll do is we'll have a quick look at the earthquakes, and then we'll check out the economics, and we'll be cracking straight on. So this is the earthquake, 40 earthquakes around the world, nothing too severe. We usually see about 28 to about 32, 33 is an average day, so 40 is not too much more than average. Looks like it's this ring of fire, and particularly these chaps around here near Fiji, which is obviously, you've got this tectonic plate going all the way around here, so that's not a surprise. We often see a lot of activity around there. And so that's about what we got going on for the earthquakes. But I'll tell you what we need to do is... Where's my economics one? Here we go. Let's jump into that one then. Boom. And you can see on the ticker tape down below when we're on the main screen there, we've got the prices on there. But this is what we've got going on. But I'll tell you something I noticed on here is when you go on to... no, I think it is on commodities, isn't it? When we go down the bottom. Look at the numbers here, look. See, in Germany, you're talking minus, like, down 20%. This is... But look, year on year, 455% in France. This is electricity. 455, but that's like 5 times the price. Well, 4.5 times. Yeah, that's pretty epic. It's out of control is what it is. But check it out, gold prices, right? We're at $1,708 at the moment. It is up a little bit, but not a lot. And then silver following a similar track. Look, it has been going upwards. But the crypto does look like it's slightly struggling. We can pull the cryptos up on here, actually. Let's do that. We'll see it as a graph over time. Let's bung it in US dollar sheets. Whack it on the week. Should we look at the 3 months, see if it's recovered on the 3 month yet? Nowhere near. Look, still got 36% down. Look, 10 bags of sand down. So yeah, far from ideal. So yeah, that's what we got going on with the cryptos, and we'll just have a quick check in with the down detector and see what's going on here. There were a few things. Looks like they've settled down now. So now it's looking all right. So that pretty much wraps up the SHTF Intel. So thank you so much to everyone for being with me. We aren't going anywhere. We haven't even begun yet. We've got so much coming up. So let's do it then. Should we do it? Yes, let's get back to base camp because we've got so much more coming up on the show. Hit the like button if you've liked it. Get your comments in if you like it as well. Tell me what you like about the SHTF Intel. But let's get back to base camp. I hope you've enjoyed it. We'll check in again during the week with the SHTF Intel reports. So this is it. Thank you so much, everyone. Hit the like button. Yes. Thank you, everyone. Right, we are back. It does feel somewhat nice when we get back. Pedigree Mongrel in there with the sheets. Thank you so much, Pedigree Mongrel. Look, $5.75. Thank you so much. It should be coming up with messages when I'm actually here and it's in here. So did you get another donation? I did, Wiggle. I did. Thank you so very much. And I really appreciate you so very much. Because we've got so much coming up. It's not even funny. What have we got? Well, we've just done the SHTF Intel Report. I hope you enjoyed that, along with the featuring. I'll have to reword that, featuring Tia. And we'll be actually having a bit more of a one-to-one with Tia next week, where we've got a bit more time. So we're already cracking along, and we've got a Sigma Prepper quiz to do yet. So let's get into it with the Sigma Prepper quiz, I think is what we need to do for those that are new here. And well, we're all new here, aren't we? Because this is the first one. But thank you everyone for your comments as well. RE the news, really appreciate your feedback and things. Should we check in on we'll check in on our progress as well for the Sigma Prepper new channel. We're currently sitting at 86 subscribers. 86. We wanted to try and get it to 100 by the end of the show, but it depends if YouTube's going to let us show up in the searches anywhere and if people like it enough to subscribe to it. But thank you so much to those that have. Welcome aboard. We're all new together. I'm not new to prepping or anything, but we're all new to this channel and the new brand, so I hope you're enjoying it so far. And talking of enjoying it so far, should we get into it? Because we've got an awesome epic segment coming up, which is the Sigma Prepper quiz, which is absolutely amazing. I hope you enjoy it. Let's do it. Sigma Prepper quiz. And here we are, as you say, exclusively by yours truly, Sigma Prepper. I hope you enjoy the intro sequence. That was about another 2 weeks doing all the animations for that and the music. But anyway, I love doing it. I love doing it for you. I think it's a great family home for us to be and spend our Thursday nights during the week. So I hope you're enjoying it so far. So Sigma Prepper quiz then, great opportunity to learn and to share. And anyone got some great prepper quiz questions as weeks go on, you can feel free to send them to me. And one-to-one privately, obviously, so you don't let everyone else know the questions. But I've got lots and lots prepared. I've been teaching this stuff for so long. It's a great way for us to sort of learn together and that. So yeah, love it. Here we go then. So this is what we're going to be up for winning then. The Ultimate Prepper Award by Sigma Prepper. This is how sexy and beautiful it looks, and this is what we're playing for. So, quiz topic tonight. Now and again, I may be doing topics that are. I might be doing topic that's specific to the quiz, right? So we might have an entire topic to do with, like ham radios or something like that, communications, and so all the quiz questions will be around. But tonight it's going to be general prepper survival info. How do we play? Well, basically all you want to be doing is not entering your answers in one by one as you see the questions. Wait until you see the 7th last question, and then you can put in your full answer string at the end as it looks like this, but not exactly like this, because that's not the answer, that's just an example. But yeah, wait until you've seen all 7 questions, and when you see the 7th one and you're ready, whack them in and we're good to go. And then we'll go through the answers, and then we'll present the award to whoever's the firstest to get the mostest, right? Or the firstest to get the leastest wrong, whichever way it works out, right? So here we go. Good luck. Get ready. And don't forget, this is the best bit, a score of 7 out of 7 will win you the Ultimate Prepper Award on the Discord server, right? So everyone will be able to see you flexing, right? They'll know that, and the only way you get an Ultimate Prepper Award on Discord server is either A, buying one of the super duper Sigma Prepper products like the Ultimate Hotspot, that's where the word ultimate comes in, right? All the Ultimate Preparedness pack and some other stuff, right? And then, or getting 7 out of 7 questions. So should we do it, Andy? Yeah, let's do it. Let's get into the questions then. Sigma Prepper quiz, the questions, get ready, here we go. Urban harvesting's just in time. So, question number 1. What percentage of mushroom species are considered poisonous when consumed? What percentage of mushroom species are considered poisonous when consumed? Is it A, less than 5%, B, 15%, C, 30%, D, more than 50%? What percentage of mushroom species are considered poisonous when consumed? A, B, C, or D? Question number 2. Which of the following is the correct Morse code for SOS? This is the International Morse Code. The International Morse Code. Is it A, dash 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 dot dot dash dash? Is it B, dash dash dot dot dash dash? Is it C, dot dot dash dash dot dot? Or is it D, dot 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 dash 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 dot dot dot? I'm not repeating that one. Which of the following is the correct Morse code for SOS? Question number 3. Which fire extinguisher should be used for an electrical fire? What fire extinguisher should be used for an electrical fire? A water fire extinguisher. B, a CO2 fire extinguisher. C, a foam fire extinguisher. Or D, a fire blanket. What should you use to extinguish an electrical fire? A, water. B, CO2. C, foam. Or D, fire blanket. Question number 4. What renewable energy source would you find a dump load required? What renewable energy source would you find a dump load required? Is it A, in a solar panel setup? Is it B, in a thermoelectric setup? Is it C, in a hydroelectric setup? Or is it D, in a wind power setup? A, solar. B, thermoelectric. C, hydroelectric. Or D, wind turbine. Question number 5. Born halfway there. Which vegetable is the fastest for growing and harvesting? We're going to need to know this pretty quick, right? Which vegetable is the fastest for growing and harvesting? Is it A, a radish, B, carrots, C, cress, or is it D, spinach? Radish, carrots, cress, or spinach? Question number 6. Here we go. We're getting close. Don't forget, wait until you see the last question to put your answers in. What do night vision goggles use to illuminate a subject at night? What do night vision goggles use to illuminate a subject at night? Is it A, infrared? Is it B, thermal? Is it C, ultraviolet? Or is it D, laser? A, infrared, B, thermal, C, ultraviolet, or D, laser? Final question. It's all very tense, because when you see this last question, you'll be ready to enter your complete answer string of 7 letters. So far, nobody's put an answer in accidentally. You're such wonderful, beautiful people. Thank you. Here we go then. Good luck. Final question number 7. Which of the following would you use to protect electronic devices from an EMP? Which of the following would you use to protect electronic devices from an EMP? Is it A, a fuse, B, a Faraday cage, C, a breaker switch, or D, an inverter? A, fuse, B, Faraday cage, C, breaker switch, or D, inverter. And that gives us, here we go. We've got 30 seconds to get your answers in, so get them in there. Once the 30 seconds is up, we'll be drawing a line, and then we'll be going through the answers. There's no break time, there's no nothing, we're lich. Got your 30 seconds to get your answers in, and then just to allow for a bit of live lag. And I can tell you now, in terms of the order of events, we've got Daily Survival in there first. We don't know which of these are right or not yet. We'll be going through the answers in a minute. Time up, rubber ducks. We had Ansett Girl next. Then we got Danger Bob with the next answer. Then it was Urban Harvesting, Robert McNamara, Asmaria, Extreme Focus, Noelle Marie, look at all you fine people, Wiggle, Carolyn Rose, look, Amphir, thank you so much for being here, Amphir. What a lovely name to see pop up. Thank you so much, Amphir. Purple Flurple in the house, TD Monkey Pickles, well, last is a B, is it? What was yours? Where are we? What? Oh, I see. Oh, you put it in there. The last one should be a B. Okay, so we need to... Yeah, we need to make sure we add that on. And then Wiggle in there as well. Looks like that's a second answer. And looks like the line's gone in. Thank you, Magic Hand. And so let's have a look. Well, unless I'm behind you guys as you're answering quickly, we might have a little bit of lag. But obviously I'm showing the order in which they've come in, my end, which is the most live. Maybe as the week goes on, I can reduce it by about 5-second lag time. At the expense of some stream quality, but we'll see how it goes. So, let's have a look then at the answers, and we'll see how well you've done and see if we have an absolute total and utter winner. Thank you so much to everyone putting your answers in. Absolute brilliant show. Love it. So question 1 then, we had the percentage of mushroom species are considered to be poisonous. Now when I came up with this question, I must say personally I was very surprised by the answer. And I'm actually interested to see how many people thought the same as me. Like TD Monkey Pickle thought the same as me, because I thought it was more than 50% as well, right? Which means it wasn't. Daily Survival had B at 15% of them. Ansett Girl, they had 15%. Looks like, oh, sorry, what am I talking about? Question number 1. D, 50%. Daily Survival had D as well, sorry, 50%, more than 50%. Ansett Girl, also D. Look at all the Ds. This is exactly why I made this a question, because check it out. It's actually A. It's actually A. Less than 5% considered poisonous. There are some that are considered maybe toxic, where you can get a little bit of a rash or a stomachache, but not poisonous in terms of you're going to die. So when I heard it was only about 3%, I was like, wow, far less than I thought. So perhaps if the proverbial does hit the fan, then perhaps mushrooms isn't quite a scary option in terms of eating something you shouldn't have done, as I maybe once thought, and I wonder who else is going to think the same. So great one, that. Thank you for playing along. So question number 2 then, classic. Which of the following is the correct Morse code for SOS? Was what we had for that. So let's have a look and see what answers we had coming in for that. You should all know this, even if you've done Cub Scouts or something like that. Dear. So who did we have in first? It was actually Daily Survival, wasn't it? Oh no, sorry, TD Monkey Pickle, but it had a B missing off the end. But you had was going for C. And C, I think on this particular segment, the chat message, we're going to move down there so we can see it a little bit easier, not in the way of the answers. There we go. I did say it was prototype. Which of the following is correct SOS? So we had there a C, which is ... And then we had Daily Survival going for B as well. B ... So you lot are going to be absolutely useless in survival scenario. Danger Bob in there, A. But I tell you what, it's actually D ... That is SOS, right? ... Shall we test my theory? Yes, Andy, let's. Here we go. Here's the actual Morse code. This is what I said about the international versus American. Look. You can't, first of all, look, you can't even do an @ symbol with the American version, so you can't even send anyone your email address. But anyway, international, look, you can see here. Let's have a look at S. Where's S? Look, ... Same in both anyway. O, we've got ... and then obviously ... again. So yeah, that's how it looks. That is how it looks for question number 2, and looks like a few people got that wrong, which I was surprised by. I thought that would be an easy one. Looks like Asmari had C as well. ... Robert McNamara got D. That doesn't surprise me because he scoes the gnaw. Stream Focus scoes the gnaw as well. Noelle Marie, my darling, she had C. Wiggle had A. A is probably the closest, Wiggle. A is the closest to not being right. Yeah, in terms of at least it's the same format, but just... So I hope you remember that for next time, right? So then question number 3, what do we have? Which fire extinguisher should be used for an electrical fire? This is important as well, because you definitely... I'll tell you now, you definitely don't want to be spraying water on an electrical fire. That's the first thing to know, right? So the answer to this one, let's see who would have done themselves more harm than good with the wrong answer to this one. You had B, which is CO2, Tiddy Monkey Pickle. Daily Survival had C for that, foam. Foam is what you'd use for chemical fire, like gasoline and stuff. Ansett Girl there had C as well, foam. Looks like that was quite popular. Look, Danger Bob had foam. But I'll tell you what, it's actually CO2. CO2, like as in gas. You know, the carbon, the fire extinguisher's got the black muzzle type looking thing on it. That's what you're looking for, the CO2. That's how we go on that. So Urban Harvesting, and what was he had B. Good man, CO2. I know Urban Harvesting with all his engineering stuff would have to do so many exams for health and safety, more than likely. It's not even funny. And Robert McNamara there as well with he had Oh no, he had D. Oh, C, sorry. Oh, Robert. Oh, Robert, how very dare you. Foam. Yeah, this is how it actually looks. So you can see here, look, water. Definitely don't want to be putting water on electrical fire. That's going to be a bad look. That'll change your hairstyle for some time to come. So water, fire extinguisher. Water's good for paper and coal, basically. That's about it. So your fireplace fire, or maybe a barbecue's got out of control. Something like that. Yeah, don't be doing it in flammable liquids. Don't be doing it for flammable... I mean, basically, water's not really good for much, is it? But check it out. Wet chemical stuff, that's pretty cool. Sorry, that's not that very cool. But dry powder's good, though. Dry powder's good. So you can use dry powder on electrical equipment, and you can use CO2 as well. So everyone who said CO2, very well done. Screenshot that at will. Let me get out of the way. There we go. You can do your screenshotting, and you'll know what to spray on what next time. And you'll notice that's why I didn't have dry powder as one of the options for the answers, because then that would have been a bit ambiguous, because I'm nice like that. Question number 4 then. What renewable energy source would you find a dump load required? Which? Ooh. What renewable energy source would you find a dump load required? It's a wind turbine. Let's see who had that. What's this, number 4? So we're looking for the fourth one along. B, thermoelectric. TD Monkey Pickle had A, solar. So I imagine not many people are going to know what a dump load is, but basically let me show you the score, because essentially the way it works is that the wind power works a bit differently, because the electric motor, which is basically what's in the turbine fan, converts rotation energy, momentum, into electrical energy, right? Now the problem is that it requires there to be a bit of torque, a bit of load. I mean, if you spin that, it will spin really fast, really easily, right? But if you try and draw power from it, it will actually cause some strain on the magnets and the coil inside the motor, which will make it stress and be more difficult to turn. So that's what happens when you draw load from it, like you're charging your batteries or you're using your laptop or something like that, right? The motor in the turbine will actually have more drag, which is fine because there's wind and it turns it around, right? But the problem is that when there is no load, you're not charging the batteries, they're already topped up. You're not using your laptop or the inverter or any lighting or anything like that. And so what happens is if there's a lot of wind, and that wind's going to spin that turbine so fast, it's going to blow itself to pieces quite lich, right? They're only good up to a certain RPM. And so what the dump load does, you can see it at the top there. What a dump load does is to actually, here we go. This is another one what they look like. They're basically just coils of wire, and it just turns it into heat. You can see 1 kilowatt, 500 watt, 300 watts. So it simulates a big load. Yeah, that's basically what it does. And so it just basically makes the turbine spin slower, is the idea, right? So it doesn't spin out of control. Just maintains an amount of drag on the motor by having a dump load. So that's what that is, for those that didn't know. So question number 5 then. Which vegetable is the fastest for growing and harvesting? And that is cress. And those who know me before know that I've given a good old go to microgreens. I'm a big fan of microgreens because the harvesting is so fast. You can just turn it around really, really quickly. And so TD Monkey Pickle for question number 5 there was going for D, spinach. We had Daily Survival going for A, radish. Ansett Girl had A. Like quite a few had A for radish. Robert McNamara there had D, which is spinach. So yeah, not many people got that one right. As Maria did, look, she had C. Well done, my darling. So yes, cress, and again, microgreens, absolutely great way to get yourself on the first rung of the ladder when it comes to food growing, because that's what I did. Food growing is one of my weaknesses when it comes to prepping. Magic Hand, my wifey, she's the one who takes care of more of that kind of stuff. She pretty much knows what she's doing, but I wanted to give it a go with the microgreens. It works out really well. I really want to start it back up again, but I've been waiting for the Sigma Prepper live show and the Sigma Prepper channel to be up and running so that we can I can do that together with you, and we can build that together. I can show you everything I'm doing as we're doing it, and we can all learn together basically, and I can show you my successes and my failures. Hopefully no failures, but you never know. So number 6 then, we had what do night vision goggles use to illuminate a subject at night? And that is infrared. So thermal you can use for night vision, but it's not very good at distance. But infrared is essentially what they use on the helicopters, on the scopes, on armaments and things like that. And yeah, infrared is what we're looking for that. For question number 6. Let's see what the large majority of people did or didn't get. So that's actually the last one for that one, isn't it? A, you got that one right, Tiddy Monkey Pickle. Daily Survival had A. Nice one. Answer Go had B. Going for thermal. Yeah, theoretically could be used, but not for night vision goggles. Are always infrared, which is the lower end of the visible spectrum, and ultraviolet being the higher end of the visible spectrum. We were slightly outside of the human visible spectrum, right? Infrared is a little bit lower out of our spectrum, right? So that's how that works. So question number 7 then, so we'll get an idea of who is the winner of all winners. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Right, so which of the following would you use to protect electronic devices from an EMP? And let's have a look. So we had TD Monkey Pickle, who actually added your added your answer on the end there, last B. Yeah. So that is absolutely right. B, nice one. Faraday cage. Purple Flurple had D. Inverter. Amphi had B. Nice one. Faraday cage. And Carolyn Rose, nice one. B. Wiggle, good one. Like it. Noelle Marie, my absolute darling, she's there. Look at Stream Focus. Goes the Nor with a B. Look at all the Bs. Loving you guys. Look how cool you are with your Bs. You all know what you're doing, don't you? Hey, don't they all sco the Nor? Yes, I think they do. Danger Bob as well with B. Oh, wow, you all got that one. So that was obviously a very easy one, wasn't it? But yeah, so let's have a look then. What the final answer should look like is this. Is what the final answer should look like. ADB, DCAB. ADB, DCAB. Are you the Sigma Prepper quiz winner? Huh? Well, I can tell you now. I'm hearing through from my internal moderator that we do not have an ultimate 7 out of 7 prepper winner. However, we do have this. Hey, who doesn't want to win this? Who doesn't want to win this? Urban Harvesting, the winner. 5 out of 7. Great job, my man. Absolute great job. Brilliantly done. Respect you. So, absolutely brilliant. Nicely done. 5 out of 7's pretty good going for the first one. Nice one. We've got some Purple Flurple got 3 right. Well done, my darling. Anyone who got even 1 right is do you know what? Never mind all that. The fact that you're here playing the game is all that counts, because at least, hopefully, if nothing else, you'll go away and know the answer to all these questions from now on. But nice one, Urban Harvesting. Thanks a lot, Wiggle, for showing your support to the Wizard. I'm Wayne, so Quizler will bait us. Danger Bob. Woohoo indeed. Let's hear it for Urban Harvesting. Check it out. Look at the love in the house. Thank you so much, Noelle Marie. And, well, jealous. Let me know what you think of the winner award, because that was about another week and a half spent just doing that. But no, I think it's all right. It's good. I like it. It's all going well so far. So thank you so very much for playing along, everyone. We'll be doing that every week, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out. We've got loads more coming on the show, and we're already been going for longer than I'd anticipated. So let's stop messing around. Let's get back to base camp, shall we? Please hit the like button if you've liked it. Oh dear. Thank you so much, everyone. Check it out, Asmaria. That was epic. Thank you, my darling. So yes, we did have some runners up as well. I'd like to mention. So thank you so much to Magic Hand for sorting that out in the background for the winners. So runners up with 5 out of 7 as well. We had Extreme Focus and Amphir. So well done, because you both got 5 out of 7 as well. So well done, Amphir, and well done, Extreme Focus. Brilliant job from both of you. And of course, just slightly outdone by Urban Harvesting in a matter of time. So well done. And of course, it's in terms of what order it comes up for me. But yeah, Urban Harvesting was in there first. But it was Extreme Focus next with 5 out of 7. And then it went to Amphir after that. So in that order, you all rock. And I'll probably see you find people over in a Discord server later on anyway, because we'll be having our VIP after party, which I hope you'll be joining me for. This is kind of how it looks like in there. So come and join us in here. They've got loads of rooms down here. Look, this is all free to join. I was going to sort of pre-pen loads of stuff in each of these rooms, but you know what? Just go for it. Let's just start putting your prepping intel in there. There's SHTF Intel in there for stuff going on. There's Sigma products here, which I'll be adding stuff into as we go, and so on. But the ones at the top here, you got the VIP Wolf Pack, which is for the VIP Patreon members. And then we've got normal, public lounge with the text chat and the rest of it. Animal lovers, live guest requests, stuff like this, video requests, self-promotion. We've got loads more coming as well. So, make sure you check that out. And again, it's all free. But do you know what? We haven't even got through to, that was the Preppers, that was the Sigma Prepper quiz. So we've got Preppers Progress next. And so we're going to go through that very quickly. And then we'll be having a short little segment with Howls Growls, it's called, where we're going to be seeing Hugo. So I'm looking forward to that. But before that, we need to be getting into the Preppers Progress. So what's Preppers Progress, Andy? Well, this is something I'm really looking forward to bringing to you. I think this is a great way that we can share each other's knowledge and share each other's, what we've been getting up to and our preparedness progress and so on, right? So yeah, I hope everybody's having a good time. It looks like it's going crazy in chat. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here and sharing information in the chat, and of course in the comments section below as well. Please make sure you throw in your comments, anything, that'd be cool. So we'll discuss the Cress versus Radish question after the show in the VIP section. So here we go then. Should we get into it with the Preppers Progress? Yes, Andy, let's do it. Preppers Progress, what is it? Don't know, we're about to find out. Let's do it. And here we are. We're specking and rejecting. We're basically going to be showing our respect to those of you that have been preparing and those that want to show off some of your preparedness efforts so that we can all basically big you up and flex you up and say, well done, right? Because we're at a time now where we really need to be appreciating people who are making the effort, because there's just not enough people making the effort, right? And but we all are. So let's share with each other then. There's a great way that you can do it. If you can just send me in your preparedness bits and pieces. What was I going to do? Got one here. That's it. Okay. Respect, says Wiggle. So here we go then. I've asked a couple of the VIP members of Patreon a couple of days ago, like 2 days ago, 48 hours ago, if you did happen to have any pictures of your progress efforts, send them in and we'll share them as the first show to kick it off. So I didn't really give anyone much time, but to those that did manage to rustle me a couple of images up, Urban Harvesting was one who managed to get me a couple of images. Thank you so much, Urban Harvesting. You can see up the top there who it's shared by. So this is what we'll be doing every week. We'll have up to 5 people's worth. So you see the page up there. You've got 1, 2, 3. So we've got 3 of our subscribers that have sent in their pictures to progress at sigmaprepper.com. So that's what we're doing here. And so this is Urban Harvesting. He's been working on his gardens here, where he's got the breeze block idea with the raised beds. It's great, looking pretty good. So that's pretty good going, and you can see some close-up shots here. Unfortunately, he's not got some of the other pictures he wanted to show me, but again, we're just establishing this, so as we go forward, hopefully by next week, we'll have a whole bunch. So thank you so much, Urban Harvesting. Let's hear it for Urban in the chat for sending in that. And then we've got Ansett Girl from Australia. She sent in a couple of her pictures. Again, just the last minute. This was like, well, for her, it was less than 6 hours, because in Australia, she was already going to bed in my daytime. But yeah, thank you so much, Ansett Girl. It's lovely to see that you're on the case and you're getting stuff done and you're making progress, because, you know, we really are running out of time. And if you have the, you know, if you have the funds, then definitely food growing and food storage is the thing that I think, along with energy production, solar panel, battery bank, off-grid type scenarios, is what I would be recommending. But we'll do a show specific on that coming up anyway, in a future show. So, and Extreme Focus, check this out. Thank you so much, Extreme Focus. This is literally lastminute.com, right? But check out this little pack he's got here. And I'll tell you what, it's such a cool pack. I reckon it's actually serves itself to be showing a bit more of a close-up on that. Check it out. Can we even do close-up on that? I don't know. We might be able to. Don't think so. But check it out. He's got his Raspberry Pi. He's got his Raspberry Pi Zeros there, look. He's got his Sigma Prepper Ultimate Hotspot packet there, so he's got basically access to the offline internet. He's got all Wikipedia and survival knowledge, 60,000 books and everything else that's on it. So this is like, and in the back there he's got an ammo can. I've got one of them down here actually. Is it like that? I think it's like this one. This is a small version. There's a bigger version as well. But it looks like it's got one of them as his Faraday cage with some modifications on it with all his electronic items. So well done, Extreme Focus. That's beautifully done. Beautifully done kit. Look at the little solar panel battery banks. You should give them a test though, because I'm always really disappointed with the solar panels when they're really small like that. They're always disproportionately not as good as you think they're going to be. But no, great job. Great job. Thank you for sending them in. And as well, he picked up this super cheap fridge that someone was kicking out. So it was like, whoa. So he did really well on that. And got a nice, I want one of your oranges, basically. Extreme Focus, I want one of your oranges. I'm really in the mood for an orange. Magic hand, bring me an orange this instant. Please. So thank you so very much, Extreme Focus. So yeah, that's how this is going to roll. We can have up to 5 people at a time sending us the stuff, you know, up to like 5 images or maybe 10 images. If but please make them landscape. If you would like to share yours, it's very easy to do. progress@sigmaprepper.com. In all of these cases, your email address will not be leaked or shared or sold or anything like that. I don't care about any of that business, right? I care about you, me, and our preparedness family is all I care about. So send your stuff in, even video as well. I'm pretty sure if it's not too massive, we should be able to get video working in my template that I've built here, to be able to hold the images or video. I don't mind doing that before the show if you want to send in a video, right? Or even just linking to a YouTube video if it's your own video, right? We could do that as well. But yeah, send me your pictures of all the stuff that you're proud of and your efforts, whether it's your gardens, whether it's your food growing, what you got going on, or some preparations you've done, some canning. Maybe it's a new sort of vehicle that you've bought, that you've done up and things, anything. Just send it and we'll give you the respect that's due. And try and encourage and motivate and inspire others to get themselves. Because as you can see here, you know, some of these things don't cost a lot of money to get doing. Some of them just take a matter of time, right? So yeah, thank you so much for sending it in. And again, don't forget, progress@sigmaprepper.com if you would like to share your progress, and we can share it with the rest of the family here on the Sigma Prepper channel. So let's get back to base camp then, because we are so out of time. Oh dear, let me know what you think of the Prepper's Progress segment. I sort of came up with that last week and spent a week doing the intro, outro, scenes, background, music, you name it, right? So I hope you're liking it. So we are cracking through now, and I'll tell you what, the show is already much longer than I thought it was going to be. I'm not sure how much messing around I've done. We'll have to have a look. Absolutely, Urban Harvest in there. Did you want bunker dungeon prep pics? What sort of dungeon is that, Mr. Urban? As long as it's not too full of leather or faux leather, PVC plastic stuff, and face straps with balls and things like that. If anyone's watched, you know what? What is it? What is that film? I always forget the name of it. Maximum points in the chat. So Preppers Progress. Now, the only other thing that I wanted to do with you, which is another thing that I came up with as part of a segment of the show, which is going to be less sort of like formal towards the end of the show, is the Howls and Growls segment, because I thought it would be nice to be able to get to see Hugo. Because who wants to see Hugo? Let's hear it in the chat, because we're going to get Hugo rocking, and the best place to do that is in Howls and Growls. Pulp Fiction, says Noelle Marie, you absolute babe. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for the heads up on that. Yes, you put me always in Pulp Fiction. I always forget the name of that movie. So yes, even your bunkers and dungeons, as long as they're not like a scene out of Pulp Fiction, we're all good in the hood, right? It is splash proof. 50 Shades. I don't think it's 50 Shades, is it? Are there chains on the wall? That's the first question. If there's chains on your wall, then I probably don't want pictures of your dungeon, right? So don't forget, progress@sigmaprepper.com. Links in the description if you want to send your progress reports in, and we can share them with everyone else and give you some proper flex as much what do you call it. So should we have a little look, and should we get into it and see Hugo then with the Howls and Growls? Let's do it, shall we? Oh, let's hear it in the chat. Here he is. Hello, mister. Hello, Mr. Hugo. So Hugo is a mastiff, a South African mastiff Boerboel called Hugo, who's about 130 pounds, about 60 kilograms. He's a bit of a chunky master. Are you a chunky one? Are you a chunky one? Come this side, mister. Come this side. And we've got some treats. We've got some treats. Now, Howls and Growls is actually where I'll be doing like almost like an AMA and Ask Me Anything. I'll be looking at comment sections of other videos during the week that I've done and replying to people's questions and answers and things in the comments of videos. So that's the idea of Howls and Growls. That's what we'll be doing on a weekly, and also on the SHTF survival scenario live show will be another opportunity for us to come into the Howls and Growls, and we'll have an Ask Me Anything, a Q&A session of anything you want, and I'll be, if there's anything specific as well, if they've had a few questions for some Patreon VIPs, I can answer those publicly, and everyone else can benefit from my view on things as well. So that's the idea of the Howls and Growls. But also I thought it's a great opportunity to get Hugo rocking, right? So thank you so very much to Purple Flurple, because she bought these treats for Hugo through my Amazon gift link, which I must get set up for Sigma Prepper. So would Hugo like himself a treat? Because we're going to have a little chat, and then we're going to we're going to have a look on the Discord server with the VIPs. Look at him, he just wants his treats. Hello, Hugo. There you go. Yum, yum, yum. He's a bit of a heavy monster. Is that yummy? Good boy. Oh, there he is. Let's hear it in the house for Hugo. Oh dear, love Hugo. We're going to have to be difficult to lure him out without other biscuits in the house. So thank you so much for your love. Really appreciate it. Hugo footsteps, could you hear him? Look at the love for Hugo. Thank you so much, everyone. And TD Monkey Pickle in the house. My second fave furry dude. Obviously, the first favourite furry dude is Purple Flurple's own JD. Beautiful doggy, who just had a 15th, was it 16th birthday? You'll correct me, Purple Flurple, but not that long ago. And yeah, Owen Austin, love me some Hugo. Hugo's a good boy, says Wiggle, brilliant, what an absolute superstar. So yeah, that's basically Hugo, and we'll make sure he comes to see us at least once during a show each week, so we can check in with him, make sure he's all right, because he's a big part of, and he'll become more and more a part of the Sigma Prepper show as I'm doing videos as we go out and about, walks and talks like I do with VIP patrons. So I need to start getting the Patreon videos done this week now. Now I've built the live show, which I hope you've enjoyed, because we're coming near the end now. And I hope you've had a good time tonight. And let us know what your thoughts are in the chat. So we're at... we've been going about an hour and a half, so it's not too bad. I was aiming to be about an hour, so I'll probably watch it back. I don't like watching my own videos back, but this one I will as a prototype, and I'll get an idea of what's been going on with it and what I feel can be optimized, and see what can be taken out or what chopped up or something. But I was intending to try and keep it about an hour and a half. Sorry, about an hour, so we're already 30 minutes out. So hit the like button to help. Absolutely. There's our darling Connie as well. I'll tell you what would be good to do as well. So I mean, we're not going to be doing too much of a Howls and Growls because we're way over time, but I just wanted to introduce it to you. This is where we'll be discussing your questions, and you know, I'll be any comments as well, that if I see any questions in the comment section of videos, then I shall be responding to those directly in the Howls and Growls. So the howls are people giving it the nice stuff, and the growls are the people getting gnarly, but we'll deal with both of them, don't worry. And so that'll be cool. But any genuine questions you've got about my take on anything, preparedness, survival, you'll see what I'm good at and what I know about as we go on if you're new to the channel. And then you'll know what sorts of questions you can throw at me, basically anything, and I'll figure it out, right? So that's the plan. And that's what the Howls and Growls is all about. So that's kind of the idea. And I thought I'd introduce that to you. And again, like I say, we get to see Hugo as well. So I hope you like the Howls and Growls, but we're way over time. So we're going to get back to the base camp so we can toast the night away. And we're back to base camp. So yes, and that, my absolute darlings, is pretty much what I had in store for us for the Sigma Prepper live show. The live show for preppers. Let me know in the chat and in the comments below if you think it's been a great show for preppers. Let me know if you think it would be the sort of show that other preppers would love to watch as the party weekly show. Don't forget, we've got the more meaningful survival scenarios live shows that we'll be doing weekly, maybe on a Monday, that's yet to be decided. We'll also have the Wishlist Wednesdays where I'll be doing live reviews of stuff that you want to buy but haven't yet, stuff that I want to buy that I haven't yet. So check in on that. We'll be looking at doing something like that on a Wednesday, the Wishlist Wednesdays. So we've got things like that coming up, plus the SHTF scenario, survival scenario videos as well, plus all the VIP content. Links in the description below. Definitely get yourself over there. I absolutely, totally and utterly have to thank our most beautiful, wonderful people who have kept us going this far, because for those that don't know, I am 100% independent. I have built this entire thing with zero budget because I happen to know how to make everything myself. It's taken me many, many years to develop skills to do it, but I have to because I'm not sponsored. I don't have any networks. I don't get paid adverts. No monetization, no external funding, nothing. Nothing. With a K. That's how bad it is, right? But it doesn't have to be that bad because there are ways to help. SigmaPrepper.com/donate. All the links are there. Links in the description. SigmaStreamlabs.com. Sigma Prepper, thank you so much to those that have done the Streamlabs super chats tonight. I'll get it done so it's making more of a noise so I can hear it in my earpiece. So thank you so much to those. And of course, Patreon, which is such a wonderful way to help because it's so interactive. You get to be getting all sorts of free stuff like Sigma Prepper mugs. This is my makeshift mug, by the way. No, yours will look much better than this on Patreon, right? Loads of stuff, behind the scenes videos. I'm going to be breaking down how I built this show from the ground up. It's all to do with being a Sigma. It's all about self-development, getting yourself together with options. Thank you so much to these people. Literally couldn't be here without you. So please let's hear it in the chat and in the comments below for the VIP Patreon members who have basically helped me to build this show over the last sort of several months since April, and but particularly over the last month or 2 months, 3 months, I've been building this show, and solidly from the funding from these people. Literally $150, $200 a month is what I'm living on. Thank you so very much. There's no way I could have built this show without you. You got no idea. I really appreciate you, as you can tell by the effort I even put into my thank you page, because you deserve it. So thank you so very much, and don't forget, links in the description. You're all in there for you. So let's get into it. And let's see what you reckon. This is basically how we go. This is how the shows are going to be for the party show each week on a Wednesday. And it's a party. I put on my hat. Computer just ran into a problem and shut itself down. Oh no. So it looks like we haven't had really any major disasters tonight. Looks like everything's gone pretty smoothly. No real time to prepare or practice, you know me. Great prepper live show, says Daily Survival. Thank you so much, my darling. I'm really pleased you enjoyed it. So lovely to have you all here. It was absolute, just what can I say, so touched. It's been a fun and educational night. Can't wait to learn more from everyone and get our butts ready for the main events. Oh. Thank you as well. I'd really like to make a few sort of personal thank yous. Thank you so much to Magic Hand for putting up with me not being there for the last 5 months building this business. Thank you so very much to Xavier as well, my son who's just turned 14, for putting up with me. You will get to meet Xavier as part of the normal videos as I'm doing as we go. So I'm looking forward to that. He's great scout, great cub, great army cadet. He's into it all and he's learning at a very rapid pace. So he's going to be an asset as well. It's going to be great. And of course, Danger Bob has been lovely to me. Thank you so much, Danger Bob. Sandy's been a great friend to me in the background as well and helped me through some tough times. And I've been able to talk some stuff out. Connie Richards as well has been a great help to me. Thank you so much for your support. And yeah, I mean, there's so many. Christina G, she's always been an extreme focus. Well, what can I say? Thank you, my man, for being the Ultra VIP. Really appreciate it, dude, and everything that you do behind the scenes. So thank you so much. And of course, you know, Ellie as well. I mean, there's so many of you who have been there for me in the background, and some people I don't like to bug in the background and things. But thank you to all our key friends. And I really want to grow this community together. And yeah, it should be cool. Really enjoyed the show. This is Extreme Focus. Thank you so much, Connie Richards. I really enjoyed the show. Lots of hard work, evident, graphic, unmatchable, and very entertaining with lots of energy. Oh, what a lovely comment. Thank you so much, my man. Teamwork, go, go, go. Thanks to all of you for joining Premiere, says our beautiful Magic Hand. And say go in the house. First live show, so professional, amazing presentation. Oh, thank you, my darling. Little huggy rubby face. Connie Richards. Wiggle, very professional. Andy's a legend. Thank you so much, Wiggle. Really appreciate you being here tonight. Look forward to seeing you in the next one. And Purple Flurple in the camper van right now and John the Stars. Well, I was just going to say I'll join you in a minute, Purple Flurple. Beware, baby. I'm going to jump in a camper van. I'll see you in there, girlfriend. Oh, amazing. Night to kick it off. Thank you, Annie Magic Hand. Love you. It's so lovely. Thank you so much, Robert McNamara. What a lovely dude. And happy birthday, Xavier, says, did Daily Survivor. Thank you very much. And thank you to a few of you that sent your birthday wishes to Xavier. And all the shout outs. So thank you so very much. Thank you, Urban Harvesting. He's one of the guys as well. He's been a great friend to me behind the scenes and helped me quite a lot, listening to me moaning on and on and on about all my plans and all my wonderful, crazy ideas. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Please hit the like button on the way out. And yeah, that's kind of how things are going to look going forwards for this show is basically the idea. And so that's what to expect. So hopefully we'll see a lovely like button ratio. We'll see lots of views, and then I shall see you in a week, but it'll be less than that. We're going to get ourselves into the Discord server. And then when we're in the Discord server for the VIPs, and it might not be, I think it probably will be VIPs, I'm not sure, but we'll check it out. But get yourself over Discord if you are already joined up on there. Links in the description if you want to join in, and we'll get caught up on that. So I've had an absolutely fabulous night. I hope everyone else has a fabulous night, and you know, let's hope it all goes well next time, be even better. So as we like to say, love, peace and progress to the pack.